Uh, I did not see anyone waiting, so I hope that I put the right link on the Patreon post. I hope so, because you know, I just recovered and I'm like, oh, I would so like to talk with you guys today. It would be nice not to do this on my own, but if I have to, I will. So the stars are here. Their usual cute selves, and I think that maybe you saw on Instagram that I had to work yesterday for TV Asahi, and I was lucky because I had kind of, let's say, recovered, so the shooting went smoothly. And my coughing, I'm almost not coughing anymore, so it's a good thing. Hold on a sec. The babies can go back on the sofa. So sorry last time that I had to interrupt the live streaming, but that coughing was so bad. So I'm going to follow with the products I could not show you that day. I showed you the sake. I told you I would introduce some sake. It could have been the sake of the month, but if I introduce it on this live stream, more of you can get information about it. So I will find another alcohol to introduce to the main dish patrons. I think there are so many things I want to introduce. So another of the products that I brought back from Nagano is those soba senbei. And soba senbei, you know the soba noodles, so soba is buckwheat. And this is a specialty of Nagano, soba, because in Nagano they produce, you know, when you go to the supermarket and buy soba, very often they come from Nagano. Nagano area is also called Shinshu. So Shinshu soba means Nagano soba, and they are pretty famous in Japan because the buckwheat production is pretty high in Nagano prefecture. So they make, I think they are the fourth producers of buckwheat in the country. So they have lots of specialties made out of buckwheat. One of those is the soba noodles, but also I found those senbei that we can maybe, this is now that I'm feeling better, hopefully I won't be coughing tasting this. I really hope I put the right link on Patreon. Maybe it's the jet lag and this is why nobody's joining me, but so let's see, how many do we have in there? A lot. 2, 4, 6, 8. Ah, okay, there are about 20 senbei. So it's a pretty light package because it's senbei. You know, it's the crackers. Attends, ちょっと待って. Soba no mi. Soba no mi. Voilà. So I'm going to open it. It smells like buckwheat flour. It has a pretty natural aroma. You know, buckwheat, I think, gives pretty natural food, and it's healthy too, right? It's in Japanese they say soboku, like it's difficult to translate soboku. It's like usually something from the countryside, plain, but like the real taste, right? So as this is a cracker, let's crack it. It's actually it's more like a biscuit. I thought those were, yes, they are senbei, but here it's written soba senbei, but it's more like a biscuit, the texture, I think. This is a little bit surprising. Let me try it. Bon appetit. This is a biscuit, huh? You know, the image I have of senbei, the crackers, is that, you know, they grill it on the fire, so it makes more like this is more like a biscuit, right? So, but well, anyways, they call this senbei, and this I think would be super nice to use. It's good like this. Also, you know that usually things made out of buckwheat are not high in calorie. Usually not. Yeah, this seems to be pretty low in calorie too. These would be good also, I think, with cheese. You know, you could spread some cheese on it. It would make a good match, I think. It's tasty enough to me like this, but it would be a good match to cream cheese and other cheeses too. Voila, so that was, yes, it's interesting that they call this a senbei, even if it's like more like a biscuit, but voila. Might be nice to taste if you go to Nagano. As Bianco is, he's going around the house as he used to now, so I'm always happy to see him so lively now. So the other products I could not show you was a product that it didn't come from Nagano. The sake comes from Nagano. This is an omiyage, a gift that I bought when I was in Chikura, in Chiba prefecture. You remember I went there, I went to the onsen, and when I did the glass blowing experience. And these are not Umaibo. These are deluxe version of Umaibo. Look at this. The picture, the drawing will tell you what those Umaibo. Okay, the color is different. We have green, blue, pink, but they all taste the same. They all taste of iseebi, those big like omar, big shrimps, you know. So this is what I would call the deluxe version of Umaibo. Do you remember that? I'm just going to show you. I still have some Umaibo. I should have gotten those. Do you remember the Umaibo? That's the Umaibo. Ah! I see someone who's here with me. These are, you know, those, it's kind of junk food. They sell those for 10 yen. One Umaibo. Attends, hold on a second. Yes, this costs 10 yen in supermarkets, candy shops, etc. And this is so what I'm calling the deluxe version of Umaibo, because it's okay, they are bigger, and also I think that one of those was something like 140 yen. But these are iseebi flavored. So omar, you know, this kind of omar, langoust. This is expensive, right? And they actually put, it's written that they put powder, iseebi powder in there. So this is why these are more expensive. And I'm going to show you, I know that you've been worried about Bianco too. So you can see how Genki he is now. Bianco! Bianco. Bianco boy, dove sta? Bianco boy, he loves this nail scratcher. Hey, Firestar. Voila, you can see your Bianco. Bianco, Ohio, Bianco. Say hello to Auntie. Say hello. Hello, Auntie. Yes, and he's put some weight on, so this is good. Voila. Okay, I'm back. Let me see. Did I put the? Is there? No. Okay. Sorry. Sorry about that. So okay, are you? Sorry, it's a bit. I wanted to do it a little bit later, the live stream, but I remembered that I have French class planned, so I can't leave the house too late. This is good that I recovered too, because I'm able to talk now. So yes, those I bought a big pack. I still have about half of it, but these are really good. I'm going to show you the inside. We can compare. It's not aperitif time, but I'm going, actually, let's compare the size. This is the traditional Umaibo, the 10 yen Umaibo. 10 yen and 140 yen Umaibo. Okay, that's good if that's the time. But are you, I guess you're going to go to work afterwards, right? So I'm trying, you know, at the beginning I was trying to live stream more on weekends so that you can join me, guys, but it's not been easy these days, so, and I need to catch up, but hopefully I can do next live streams on weekends. So this Umaibo is the tonkatsu sauce that I tasted. Do you remember live when I did that Umaibo tasting? And here we have the iseibi. They actually don't look that, but it's slightly bigger. Can you see? This one is slightly bigger. Voila. Like really the perfect match to beer. So I had so many of those already. So see, attends. Up. So on the video, I'm not sure it looks bigger, but it is bigger on this one. It's larger. Okay, yeah, maybe you can see better like this. Voila. If you go to, so I believe that this is a Chiba. Yes, this is a Chiba specialty. I found it in Chikura, but it's written Chibaken Gente Hanbai. That means that you can only buy this in Chiba prefecture. So you might find this at the airport too, right? At Narita airport if you fly in Narita, because Narita is actually located in Chiba prefecture. So this, if you like Umaibo, you have to try this because it's really good. It's the luxurious version of Umaibo. Voila. I'm not going to have it now because I think, yeah, it's going to, it might, you know, upset my throat again, those small particles. So I wouldn't want to stop the live stream. But even if I have the perfect match to this luxurious Umaibo, so this is the sake that I just, you had a glimpse of this bottle last time when I had to stop the live stream. I brought back this bottle from Nagano. I haven't checked out the videos that I made at this sake maker place. I don't think the results, it will make a video good enough. So I'm not going to edit those bits. but I visited a sake maker who makes, oh my god, his sake is so tasty. And this is my favorite sake of all the selection we tasted. I think at least 10 sake. And I really love this one. And this type of sake is a type of sake that I recommend. I think that before I told you that I really recommend Jumai Ginjo, because I think that they are usually pretty tasty sake. But this one is also, it's nama, means fresh, and also that it's it has not been pasteurized. So it has not been pasteurized and it has not been filtered, which gives, I think, a really tastier sake than the sakes that are filtered and pasteurized. So if you can find namazake, and especially I think when people, they are not used to sake, they should start with really tasty sake that has a strong taste. Namazake, and especially if it's Jumai Ginjo and namazake, I think it won't be a mistake to buy this kind of bottle. Okay, I will put this in the description, these few words that, you know, if you need advice at the store, they can, if you say, okay, I'd like to buy namazake and Jumai Ginjo, they will show you which bottles. And yes, Joanne, this is, I was about forgetting to say that this is a good question about the shelf life. Indeed, as it's not pasteurized, you have to consume it quickly. So, and keep it in the fridge. Voila. So this is what you can see. I put it out of the fridge and it's starting, you know, to be at room temperature. So I will put it back in the fridge, and I should, when can I drink this? I have to find an opportunity. I'm not going to open this on my own, I think, because it would be a pity. Or I can open it and drink it a little at a time, you know, over a week. But this was an amazing bottle. Also, why? Because the way it's called, also I will put the information about it, this brewery. It's called Ono Shuzoten. Ono, that's a name. Shuzo, it means a brewery. What they do is that when they want to, before bottling, you know, they press the sake that has been fermenting. And in this case, this sake is called alors, it's the series is Yoake. Attends, Yoake Mai. It's the down. It's no dawn. 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 Mai, before. It's before the night ends. So this is the dawn, right? And in this series of sake that they make, they have this specific bottle, this specific sake that is called Shizuku. And Shizuku means the tears. So why do they call this sake the tears? Because they don't press the mash, when it's ready to, the sake is ready, they put it in a bag, a linen bag that enables the sake to go through it, the liquid from the mash, you know, to go to it. So it's like drops, right? Drop by drop, the liquid, the sake comes out. And so we have really the extract of, you know, this mash that has been fermenting. And so it takes, when you do that, when you don't press, it's the same with when you make wine, right? If you don't press, yes, if it's just, if you drip it, you get less liquid than when you press it, right? So usually it makes wines and sake that are more costly. But I was really surprised because actually, well, if you buy it at the brewery, it costs only, honestly, I was shocked because it's so cheap. It costs only 1,900 yen. So that's about what, $17, I think. I haven't checked online because so this brewery has produces small quantities of sake, mini sakes, but not so big quantities. So they can sell the whole production to the locals and the local stores, and some also, they have people from Tokyo and other places who buy sake sellers, right? Who buy the sake to them. So the owner told me that I might find it online because maybe those sake sellers resell it, not only, you know, in their stores, but maybe also online. I don't know, but I will check just in case. But I think that online, those people, you know, they take a margin, so it will probably be more expensive. Voilà. So this is, you know, that I'm planning to go back to Nagano as soon as I can. If I go, I think I will go again to this Ono brewery. So maybe I could do live stream there, or because last time I was, you know, with all these other people, so it wasn't easy to ask the questions I wanted to ask, etc., etc. But if I can go again, maybe we can do a private tour together. But yes, this the problem is that if I could get those bottles for you, but then to send to your countries, oh my god, I think it would cost it will cost more of sending fee. The sending fee will be much more expensive than this bottle, right? So you have to come to Japan to taste it. Voila, so that was the other nice discovery that I made in April. So I don't know if you have any questions. If you don't, that was the second part of the April's products introduction. I will now, we are in May already, so sorry about the delay. I will work, what I'm going to do is today I'm going to try for the month April's recipe, you know, the canapé. Yeah, sending overseas. Hold on a second. When I think that to send bottles, but when it's professionals. Hi Sharon. Hi. I'm almost. You will have to catch up because I introduced some buckwheat senbei crackers, but these were more like biscuits. And the luxury version of Umaibo that I found in Chiba. And the sake. Yes, when I think, you know, to send something like 6 bottles from France to Japan, By DHL, I think it costs something like I'd say around $200. I think it's about depends on how fast you want to get the parcel, but it's between 160 euro to 200 euro. So that's at least $200. So for one bottle, I think it's about, yeah, as you said, Joanne, probably 4 times, yeah, something like 40 or $50 to send a bottle. So, and my worry when I send parcels is always that will the person I'm sending the parcel to get it, you know. I sent a parcel to Canada in January. My friend, he told me it takes about, I think it was like pretty long time or already. I thought, like he said, something like 2 months, and I thought, oh my God, this is so long, right? But it took 3 months. We thought the parcel was lost, right? So this is why, I'm thinking also on Patreon. I wanted, as I explained, I think before, to do a $100 pledge thing, and to be able to send stuff. But the thing is that with $100, if you buy thing, then sometimes, depending on the country, it costs $100 to send a parcel. So I have to think how I could have been. Nosh suggested that I send, the stuff every 2 months, or so. I'm thinking about it, but I might add this kind of reward. I'm not sure yet, The thing is started now, so it's to me, it's for now it's good enough. I'm taking things slowly. Yes, it's better to buy it, yeah, when you're in the country. And also I think that sometimes, receiving a parcel from abroad, like, I have my best friend who's in France, and also my sister. There are products that they love from here, and that sometimes, I make them a surprise and I send a parcel. Like last week, my sister, she received one, and I received a message, and she was like, it's not my birthday, but I received a parcel. So I thought, okay, good, she received the goodies I sent her, But so they enjoy, also receiving those things that they love, and because they can't come all the time, right? But it's also good, of course, when you can travel to the country, and if you taste it and then you bring it back and taste it again at home, it's always something nice. So I have Joanne, that Sharon, I'm not sure you saw the live streams I did on Instagram. I realized that I could live stream again. I haven't been live streaming very much on Instagram lately, but I thought, when I want to live stream something that is not good enough for YouTube, I mean something that's like maybe me showing the babies, you guys, of course, you love to see them, you don't mind when I do that. But if it remains on the channel, maybe, all those bits, it's not good enough, I think, right, to remain on the channel. So on Instagram, I did a live stream before taking Poo to the vet 2 days ago. And I had, I wasn't coughing that much. So, but I think that those live streams on YouTube, no, on Instagram, they just stay there for 48 hours. And you have to click on the person's profile logo, I think, something like that. And I made one yesterday also, the cake. I live streamed from that terrace. So those 2 times I explained that I'm going to do a Kickstarter because I've had this idea, Sharon. So if you did not see the Joanne, you know, but Sharon, if you didn't see those live streams, I explained that I've been thinking of doing a new series on YouTube. You know that we have cooking with the babies. That new series would be traveling with the babies. And for that, I'm going to do a Kickstarter because it's the traveling fee is going to be, I need to organize that. I'm checking out a few options. I think anyways, I can't take the train with them because Charlie now, I don't take him to parties anymore because he's poor thing. He shakes in the train because he just freaks out. So I don't want, you know, to have him go through that, right? And to go to Nagano, it takes such a long time. So the only way is to go by car, right? I need to, but I haven't been driving in Japan for so long. I don't see myself, you know, doing this on my own. So I'm thinking of a few ways. So anyways, the thing is that Firestar, you make me laugh. Yeah. Oh yeah, poor Charlie. Oh yes, poor Charlie. Right now, not poor Charlie. Yeah, those travels can be stressful, right? Kawaii ne, siesta time. And Bianco is, he was too hot maybe in his... happy boy. He likes to go, he goes on that corner too sometimes. I think he probably gets hot, I'm not sure, but voila, that was the babies. It's only you girls, so I know that you love them. Bianco, alors Bianco, he's a small cat actually. I'm not going to grab him because he's sleeping. Pupu, my white and black cat, he is a big cat. I mean, he's at least twice Pupu. Pupu, Bianco, he's on the smaller size. The smallest one is Coco, then Pupu. Pupu and Maya are about the same size, I think, but Bianco is longer. And Pupu, he's really big. And so I wanted to take him to the vet. I couldn't because I put him in the laundry net and in the crate, and he moved so much. He half ripped the thing, and at some point, because I had to take Bianco for his checkup, and you know, now he's just going to get the shots twice a week. And I looked at him and he was like behind the bars out of the laundry net. And I was like, what the heck, you know? This boy is a tiger, you know? And I thought, this is, because I'm the only one who can see him. When friends come, when the pet sitter comes, they never see him. He freaks out. I'm the only human who can see this cat, you know? And I thought, it will be impossible, even myself, I won't be able to restrain him, so the vet gives him the shot, right? So I told the vet, I mean, I've seen them doing this so many times, right? And I knew that someday I would have to do this because I have so many babies, right? And Pupu and Coco, same. No other human than me have seen them, right? For real, I mean. So I thought, if one day they're sick, I will have to give the shots myself, right? So I said, yeah, it's okay, I'm used to it. You know, in France, at some point, I had to give the fluids to one of my cats by myself because it was during a long time. And I was like, okay. So I'm lucky because this new vet, he's young and maybe, you know, not old-fashioned. He doesn't charge too much, which is good too. Problem is that I have to take the taxi each time, so you know that makes the bill. And when it's every day, you know, at the end of the week I was like, oh my god, I'm going to eat potatoes for a month after that. And I had my sister on the phone. She was like, you will drink less champagne. And I said, it's okay, I haven't drank alcohol for too long now. So but he's, I think not every vet would have said yes to that request, you know, like the me giving the shots myself. But I said, you know, I said, oh, it's okay, I've done this before. And also if you don't give me the shots, he keeps on throwing up, so I can't give him medicine, he won't keep it, you know. So I said, okay, I will give you the shots. You know, I was like, whew. I mean, I thought, don't think about it, because if not, you won't. Yes, that was really good of the vet. I thought, don't think too much, just with your instinct, you know. I had to move with my guts, because if I had overthought it, maybe it wouldn't have gone so smoothly. But it was like I had to move fast, because you know it hurts, right? I mean, so I thought I have to, you know, put it and right away put the fluid in it. Oh, hi Nosh, we are almost well, I said that like 10 minutes ago that I was ending the live stream, but we are talking about the babies now. The food introduction is over, but I thought I had really to put the needle and press right away so that the liquid goes in, because I knew he would fly away, you know. So okay, and then I had to wait a few hours to give him the second shot, because he knew. And now what I'm doing is that I even if I don't have any shots to give him, I'm kind of, you know, touching here, you know, here at the back, this part of his body, and you know, how do you say that, you know, doing this to get him used to me doing that, and not always, you know, putting a needle, you know, giving him a shot, because yesterday when I was, you know, massaging him there or touching him a little bit there, he would be like, oh my god, is he going to give me a shot, you know. So no, alors Poupou, honestly, no, he's so big and so strong. If I do that, he knows, and he's just, you know, they know. So it's just like catch him and bam, you know, just have to give him the shot and off he is, you know. So voila. So yes, as I was saying, as I'm going through Shibuya today to give my French lesson, I'm going to try and find some goat cheese, because hold on a second. I don't know. So, quand on parle du loup, we say in French, talking about the wolf. We say in French, quand on parle du loup. When you're talking about the wolf, it appears. Voilà. See, he's big. Huh? I'm a big boy. I'm a big boy. He was out in the garden. It's super windy. I didn't close the door properly. Could you hear? It's been super windy these last 2 days. Alors attends, cats are yeah. Yes, I know. And but well, you know, I've been doing this pretty much all of my life. So, but some cats are more difficult than others. Even Bianco, he's small, and even when he was weak, I have another, I mean, the technique I use for each of them when I have to take them to the vet is different, because their reactions are different. So, and voila, see, Poupou is like, I think he's like twice bigger, twice the size of the star of the channel. So are you going to go to Nagano, little boy? Oui? Are you going to go to Nagano? He's the one who's going to taste the sake if we do that trip there. So yes, the goat cheese, I'm going to finish this. For the canapé, I need some goat cheese, and goat cheese in supermarket you can't find. You can find more cheese now in the supermarket. It's better than 10 years, 20 years ago, but still, you know, goat cheese is, you have to go to department stores and cheese, at the cheese corner, and there usually you can find goat cheese. In the market, Tokyo Daimaru, yeah, Tokyo Daimaru, yes. Today I'm going through Shibuya, so I will check out, there is a Tokyo, you know, when you're, for those who've, I don't know, Sharon and Joanne, maybe it will be your first time when you come. When you're in Shibuya, in the station, there is the Tokyo department store. And underground, the floor underground is a food floor. Charlie's sleepy. And it's pretty nice. And sometimes what I would do there is buy, you know, before going to a park, or which you can do in other department store, of course, but they have a nice selections of products that you can buy. You know, like bentos, but like it can be sushi, or you know, salads, lots of stuff that you can buy and eat in a park or in your hotel room. Voila, so I hope I can find this goat cheese. If not, I will make another type of canapé. Maybe I will make the video tomorrow, if not this weekend. Sorry about the delay. Do you know, guys, that have you ever heard, maybe to finish this stream, I'm happy to see you and that you join. So I don't want to add right now. What's the question now? A chef that would have access to where? If you want to, good question. Yes, I could ask, yes, one of my chefs. I have many friends who are chefs, so yes, indeed. But yeah, you know, it would take me time to go and get the cheese, etc., etc., and that's supposed to be the April's recipe. So if I don't find it today, I will make another canapé version. No worries, this is family cooking, so I can always arrange things, you know. Yes, so back to the Golden Week. Have you heard? I think that Nosh, you know lots of things about Japan, so you know about the Golden Week. But for Sharon and Joanne, this week actually is, many people are on holidays, because it's called, this is what we call the Golden Week. Why? Because there are many bank holidays, and if people took a holiday, I think I think that Tuesday and Wednesday were not bank holidays, but people who took those 2 days off, they had the whole week off, because I think that, okay, this Saturday, Sundays are bank holidays, and last Sunday was a bank holiday too. And it was funny, because to me, I think I mentioned that, I'm not sure if it was on the post on Patreon to you guys. I thought that was funny, because to us French, we would not say, oh, this is a 9 days public holidays, yeah, a 9 days holiday. And Okay, you've heard about it. Okay, good. We would say it's a week holiday, right? But my friends, they were like, oh yeah, it's been a long time that it has not been a 9 days holidays, 9 days in a row. And I told them, in front to us, because I mean, on weekends, you are not supposed to be working. So we say it's a week holiday, right? But there are many people who actually, they do over hours, after work hours. So sometimes, I don't know how it is now, but when I was still working at Mitsubishi, that was 15 years ago, I mean, my colleagues, they would go to the office and work on Saturdays, So, okay, overtime, thank you. Overtime. Okay, I need to input this. But so many people are on holidays. Some people, what they did is they did not take Tuesday and Wednesday, so they left on Friday night and came back on Monday. So you could see on the news that the roads were super crowded, right? It's like crazy if you want to travel during those times, you absolutely have to book your seats in the Shinkansen in advance, because if not, you will be standing. It's like 3 times the capacity of the Shinkansen is full with people. They have to stand in the train, so it's definitely not a good time, I think, to travel in Japan. I try not to travel during those periods, because it's just crazy, right? And with me, in my case, Saturday, Sunday, public holidays, it's when I have to work, I work, right? But what I do is, when everybody's working, if I can take a holiday, this is when I take a holiday, because then it's not crowded, right? So sometimes I take days off, during the week, and then I have, all those places to myself, which is good. You know that I like empty places. Voila. So if you don't have any, yeah, he's sleepy, huh? It's siesta time now, so Lisa is having. Oh no, I don't know. You joined. Did you see the babies? And I'm going to put Charlie back on the sofa. I'm going to show you. Bianco is better now. He's good. Oops, sorry. Lisa, she's sleeping. And Bianco is back into his little house. Bianco, very genki boy now. So it's really nice that Bianco now, he comes also in the morning. I have the bedroom upstairs. He comes yesterday morning. I was on one side of the bed, and I opened my eyes, and he was like so quiet, and he was watching me, so cute. He's adorable. They're all adorable anyways. You know that, of course. They are my babies, right? So if you don't have any question, I'm going to end the stream, do a few things, get ready to go to Shibuya. Tonight I'm starting those lessons it's actually a group in which my friend, Nicole, who was with me we did that girls' short trip to Chikura. She's in the group, and then we're going to have dinner together, Italian. So, like yesterday, I had nabe. That was so good. My first real meal in 10 days, and I had 2 draft beers. That was, oh my god, heavenly. And so tonight I'm going to have some wine, and then I think I will try and detox a little bit more over the weekend. Not sure, because I'm really feeling better now. So, but like not having a drop of alcohol for 10 days, it's been like detoxing, you know. So voila. I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you. So expect the recipe. Yes, the nabe, you know, the hot pot, one of the broth was like, yes, hot chili, and it was the medium level that was too hot for me, and I had mainly the one with the collagen which is good for our skin, right? But this was actually, this was kind of a good place that I might I'm not putting much the information about the restaurants where I go to now. I think that if people are really interested, they can ask. But that place, guys, I will post a few pictures on Patreon and give you the information. That hot pot, it was something like 2,900 yen, so about $26. All you can eat. Yes. And I must say that I haven't been to all you can eat places in a very long time, because very often I'm disappointed with the quality, especially the meat quality. But that place was really good because they had, well, I had mainly chicken, but they also had lamb, beef, and like so many vegetables. And the good thing is that at first they bring one set, the whole thing. I've been talking. And then you can reorder, but like if you just want, for example, the mushrooms, you can order just the mushrooms. So no waste, right? Many places, when it's all you can eat, they bring even the meat plate. You had to have the 3 meats, for example. And me, I just wanted to have chicken. So it was good because I ate all I wanted of chicken, and then I was like, okay, we'll give up. I can't. But 2 hours for about $27, 26. All you can eat for 2 hours. That was super nice. I had with 3 drinks, it cost us something like $25 for 2. That was really cheap. And in Ginza, which is really a posh area, right? It's pretty. People, even me, when you tell me, okay, we're going to eat in Ginza, I'm always like, you know, Ginza, oh my God, my wallet, it's going to hurt my wallet, because so many restaurants are so expensive in Ginza. But that was really delicious and cheap, I think, restaurants. So I will give you the information just to you guys on Patreon, okay? Voila. And tonight I'm going to have Italian and wine. So I'm looking forward to it. Voila. I will, so also I think I will, I don't know about YouTube, because, you know, I've been so tired, and I don't know if I'll have things to live stream, but if not, I will put a few private things on Patreon. Or, as I said, you know, now I realize that I can live stream shortly on Instagram, because those don't remain on the channel. So if they're like, you know, to give you your daily dose of cuteness with the babies or other things, I might live stream on Instagram, okay? But promise, you will get the April recipe by Monday, okay? Voila, so merci. I'm happy this worked. You could join me. Thanks a lot. But I hope to see you soon, okay? And if you have any questions anytime on Patreon, you know, it's still a very small group, and you all know each other, so don't hesitate, okay? Voila, love you guys. Mwah. those two, I will leave you with those two. And I see you soon, okay? Yes, I will. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you, Sharon. And thank you, Nosh. Love you guys. Voila, I am a little sphinx. I am a little sphinx. Why do you sleep? Mwah. Bye bye. Bye bye.